inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The RPO fired complete to the left. Stopped after making the catch.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He's out past the 35. Got a lot of running room. The 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, no!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Power football with the run. At the 45 on his way. Whoa, look out on the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida State.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Northwestern was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Darnell Autry and company delivered in that magical 10-win season of 1995. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standards, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's piled up 82 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll run the toss. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Looking to throw, it's Pace. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Movement here from the tight end. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the big fella. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State senior.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground and cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Buying some time. He'll pull it down. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Direct snap. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Pace. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. He'll set up to throw. And they will score! Touchdown Seminoles! And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed at so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Send that offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go right back to him. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Shakes off the tackle. It's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, and all the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fella, like in the first carry, you put it on the deck. Like, that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. Early fumble, early turnover to get this thing rolling.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Pace. Floating away. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Quarterback will audible. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. The Coyotes were far from the friendly confines of home, but were able to pull out a narrow victory in one of the biggest upsets of this college football season. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. 'Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses have had a lot of answers.
No, this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
A little screen to the running back. Got room at the 35. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off the play fake on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Looking downfield, it's Pace. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Swings it out to the flat. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down. Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his slot.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looking deep. Snags it down the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion. At the 35, he's loose. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the 2nd half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
They're strong, and they're strong. defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jumpers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals. Yeah,
because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to throw, it's Pace. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
All kinds of running room. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And just flip something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, no! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. turns and fires a risky pass back to the right. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
And the Razorbacks are on the move. Comes out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance. And when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig suey.
He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Coates. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28.
That makes the score Florida State 31, Arkansas 28.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Pace. Now improvising. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. Fakes a pass to Marker. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Knowles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Looking to move it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Pace. He's got it and still on his feet. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Going right back to the well, and this